class, I want to introduce myself. My name is Jo Charlton, and I will be teaching Bio 1005, and it is January 2026. So I'm going to take you through the class quickly here. You can see I have it set up so I see it as you see the screen in the class. One thing I want to warn you about is this work to do button. I would not follow what that says because it's going to tell you I can only stick discussions in there once, so the final due date for discussions is going to be shown there and not when the initial post is due. So I wouldn't use work to do. But let's take you through the class. So here's the class in Desire to Learn. I'm going to call it just D2L from now on. If you look, I use the announcements feature a lot, and I'm changing this video right now. So you always want to check out announcements. I will give you a new one every Monday. And if there's extra information you need to know, be sure to check out that announcement before you go to the content in the class. So if you look across this menu right here, you always want to go to content, and then the class is going to be set up. You can see on the left-hand side, table of contents, our syllabus, start here, and then every week has the dates and what we will be looking at that week. So let's start with simple syllabus, which is something new this semester. Instead of us printing out a simple syllabus, it's going to take a while. This is so everyone in the world can view it. Takes a second to load. Here it is. So this is going to tell you information about me. I actually prefer to be contacted through the class and not FRCC email, but that's fine. Here's the department names. This is telling you all the information about the class, important dates, course materials, the time commitment. You should read that. And then right here, it's telling you how you're going to be graded for the class. So we're going to have 4 categories of things that you are graded on. There are going to be quizzes, one of those a week. It's usually going to be on a Sunday. There's going to be labs, which are from McGraw-Hill. So I will show you how to sign up for those in a second. And you're going to go to another website. There's links to the website. You do the lab, and then your grade automatically comes back. We have discussions every week, and the discussions are going to be set up. So it goes week by week, and then they lock. Okay, and you're going to need to make a post, and then you're going to come back and you're going to read and respond to 2 other students, and then on a 3rd day you'll come back, see who responded to you, and then answer them, reply to them. So my goal is to respond to everybody. Doesn't always happen with the time involved, and I now have 35 students in this class. But that is my goal, is to respond, and that's how I'm going to interact with you. So we have assignments that are just 9 additional assignments that there wasn't a lab about, and I wanted you to have a little bit more information about. So the 9 assignments, the quizzes, the labs, each one of those are worth 25% of the grade. Late policy. The due dates have been set up to finish all the work in 15 weeks. I am lenient with people. I understand this is not your major. You might be sick one week. You might have a crazy week at work, a sick kid, whatever it is. I will extend due dates for quizzes, for assignments, and for labs. And you don't have to prove anything to me, but please don't make a habit of it. Okay, because it's just not a good thing, but I will extend those deadlines. The one thing I won't extend deadlines on is discussions, but I do have one makeup discussion if you do have one of those bad weeks. This syllabus is showing you 25% for each of those 4 categories. We have plagiarism, don't copy other people's papers. I do have a policy on AI. I think it's a great tool, but if I see you using it too much, and there are some obvious ways I can tell, like if the websites you link to don't exist, or if everything is always bullet points and lines, then I might ask you, hey, are you using AI too much? But I do have an AI policy where you're going to fill out a disclosure, and that disclosure is going to be available on assignments and in discussions, where you can just attach that to your discussion, and then you won't get a violation of the Student Code of Conduct. So going through this, I do have within the simple syllabus every single day of this class and what we're going to be doing on that day. I also have this in another place. So let's go back to table of contents. So that's your simple syllabus. I also have a module called Start Here, Schedule Lab Registration. So at the beginning of each week, and this module also, I have a checklist. So if you like checklists, you can check things off as you work. Let's go back now. If you don't like checklists, you don't have to do that. Also here, I have a printable schedule. This works well for people that don't have visual impairment, because I have some colors in there. So you can print this off. Again, it tells you your important dates, and it's got things in different colors. So assignments in purple, quizzes in red. Again, this won't work if you are visually impaired. So I do have different colors in there. You can print that out, put it right next to your computer. Let's see what else is on here. We have important dates. If you just want to go somewhere fast and you don't want to click on the simple syllabus, this is talking about our Concepts in Biology online book. You can reach it here. If you need to have an audio book, you do have to pay for this one, and here's the link for that. If you want to bore yourself to tears, you can read about my background here. Just joking, trying to do some jokes. So Zoom link, we never meet at a set time, but sometimes people are like, I'm totally stuck, can you help me? So I will jump on Zoom with you if that's needed. Here's that AI use disclosure agreement I talked about. And then this is very important. You want to click on this. You have already paid for these labs. So you click on this, it should automatically go to McGraw-Hill, and you just take a 2-minute tutorial where you show me that you can like click on things, hold the mouse down, and move things in the lab. It's very simple. Our first lab is due this first week, so make sure you do that as soon as you can. If you run into a paywall, email me, because you're not supposed to. It's supposed to be very easy to do. So once you get that done, you go to the week 1, and you can see we've got week 1 set up. Again, I have a checklist of things to do. Each one is going to be set up. I'll show you here chapters to read, the discussion for the week, labs and assignments for the week, and quizzes. And every single week is set up that same way. So chapters to read, I will give you the PDF. This takes us to your book. So that's that. And then we also have here a study guide. I will not collect these or grade these. You can fill this out to help you study. If you prefer lecture videos, my boss has actually made these and let us use them for the class. And then I also have this thing, videos from other sources. Now for the first week, there's only one video here. You are not required to look at these at all, okay? Because this is like altogether too much stuff. But if you find I really don't get something in this chapter, you can, usually there's a long list, you can find maybe a video from another source, and there's different guys here. These guys are professional YouTubers, so you know, it's got the pizzazz that I definitely don't have. You can find the one that you like, and maybe you can watch those if you need some extra help with that. So this is showing you, I clicked on chapters to read, so then we have a discussion every week. It's best to read the discussion guidelines before you start doing our discussions. I go over how to make a post, how not to respond, let's see, how, and then there's also a rubric. A rubric is something that tells you exactly how you're going to be graded. I also show you how to insert a photo in a post. Okay, you're gonna have to learn how to do this because many weeks we have a photo requirement. Also, here's a quick thing. If you have an iPhone, I do not have Mac products. I cannot see your iPhone pictures. So this shows you how to change your HEIC files into JPEGs. So very important. I am already at 11 minutes and I think I have talked about everything I want to talk about. I don't want to make this too long and boring. Please always message me if you need to ask something. I'll show you how to do that really quick. If you go to our class, if you click class list, it's going to give you a big long list of people, and you can click on my name and then back up here to email, and that's how I prefer to be contacted. Thank you.